Welcome in to Cavalier Field, Game 6 of the season for your Dodge City A's as they welcome in the Colorado RoughRiders, a three-game series set for league action here tonight. The A's come into tonight's game 2-3 overall, 1-2 in Rocky Mountain League play as they fell to the Denver Cougars in the early part of the season, going 1-2 in that series. And we'll continue league play starting here tonight with the RoughRiders, a three-game series set for Cavalier Field. As you can see, tonight's fielding lineup for your Dodge City A's as we get ready to go. We'll take a look at our starting lineups here right now. Leading off for the RoughRiders center fielder number 2, Caleb McClellan. Batting second baseman number 1, Weston Miller. Batting third, the right fielder number 12, Marcus Hamry. Batting fourth, the designated hitter number 23, Madison Lake. Batting fifth, the shortstop number 8, Nick Varda. Batting sixth, the catcher number 13, Braden Miracle. Batting seventh, the third baseman number 7, Andrew LaPearl. Batting eighth, the first baseman number 19, Danny Barker. And rounding out the lineup for the RoughRiders is the left fielder number 3, Ian Baldwin. Pitcher on the mound for the RoughRiders is number 42, Levi Tucker. We're going to step aside as we do the national anthem real quick. We'll be back with the A's starting lineup after this. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Now that the national anthem is over, let's go ahead and take a look at the starting lineup for your Dodge City A's. Leading off, center fielder, number 1, Juan Rivera. Batting second, right fielder, number 6, Cooper Schneider. Batting third, second baseman, number 10, Alex Gallion. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, number 22, Jordan Black. Batting fifth, the shortstop, number 16, Preston Gamster. Batting sixth, the catcher, number 7, Rudy Gonzalez. Batting seventh, the first baseman, number 17, Peter Tassler. Batting eighth, the first baseman, or rather third baseman, number 4, Brian Gardner. And rounding out the lineup for your Dodge City A's is left fielder number 9, Matthew Sandoval. Starting pitcher tonight is Peyton Walters, making his second appearance for your Dodge City A's. And it is Peyton that gave the A's their first win of the season, going a complete game in a doubleheader. The first game of the doubleheader after the A's opening night was rained out. The doubleheader on Sunday afternoon. That game, of course, Walters goes the full 7 innings. And I believe struck out I believe it was 8 that he struck out in that game. as we get ready to go here at Cavalier Field. We're going to step aside as we get ready for first pitch. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. A drop third strike, and Weston Miller will go down on strikes as that one throw down to first to complete the out. 2 away for the RoughRiders.
Next up for Colorado, right fielder number 12, Marcus Hamry.
That will bring in Marcus Hamry. 2 away for the RoughRiders here as Peyton Walters gets the start for your Dodge City A's. That pitch grounded just past the outstretched arms of Gamster, and that will be a single for Hamry. That will bring in Madison Lake.
Now batting the DH, number 23, Madison Lake.
Lake, the DH for the RoughRiders. The A's, white pants, green tops, white numerals, green hats today. That pitch grounded to shortstop, throw to second for the forced out, and that will end the inning. We are headed to the bottom of the second. It will be the top of the lineup with Juan Rivera, Cooper Schneider, and Alex Gallion due up when we return. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Leading off the bottom of the first inning, it is Juan Rivera. Rivera, a staple in the lineup for your Dodge City A's, as he is set to face the righty Levi Tucker. The first pitch as Tucker comes set. He'll kick and fire. The first pitch, it's driven out into left field. It's a lazy fly ball, but it is hauled in by the left fielder Baldwin for out number one.
Next up for the A's, right fielder number 6, Cooper Schneider.
So that will bring in Cooper Schneider. The first pitch to Snyder up high for ball one. Swung on and missed does Schneider. It gets him even in the count at one apiece. The 1-1 delivery from Tucker. Tucker working from the center of the rubber. That pitch misses up high. Brings it to 2-1 for Schneider. The 2-1 delivery. Schneider shows bunt. That one's left high. Makes it 3-1. The 3-1 delivery, that one misses to the outside. A walk for Schneider, and doing like he did with the Conquistadors, picking up where he left off as a walk machine.
Now batting for the A's, second baseman number 2, Alex Gallion.
Schneider takes off. As that pitch a ball, and he will be in safely. Alex Gallion at the plate for the Dodge City A's. Alex Gallion at bat for your Dodge City A's. An 0-1 count to Gallion. That pitch catches the outer edge of the zone again, gets Gallion down in the count 0-2. The 0-2 delivery. Gallion's bat goes flying, the third flying bat in as many games. And Schneider will scurry back to second. We will go back. Misses for ball number one. A 1-1 count to Black. That pitch well over Jordan's head moves the count to 2-1. Jordan Black played his season this spring for Johnson County Community College. The 2-1 delivery from Tucker. That one towards the outer edge of the zone, but missing. A 3-1, rather 2-2 count. The 2-2 delivery. popped foul, and we'll do it over again. Dodge City A's playing their 6th game of the season here this evening. This is a 3-game series, all league games. All go towards the standings in the Rocky Mountain Baseball League. Take a look around some of the other teams in the league. That pitch comes in and catches the inner part of the zone, catches Black looking, and he'll go down on strikes, and that will end the inning. The A's strand 1. We're headed to the bottom or top of the first. It will be Varda, Miracle, and La Pearl due when we come back. You've been listening to Dodge City A's baseball. Nick Varda leading off the top of the second for the Rough Riders. He'll take a big swing and a miss, and down in the count 0-1. The 0-1 delivery misses to the outside, evens a count at 1 apiece. Peyton Walters has made 1 appearance, 7 innings, got the start and the win in that game. Allowed just 3 hits on 2 runs. Both of them earned, walked 3, and struck out 10. I stand corrected on that one. I said 8 earlier. He struck out 10, a 2.571 ERA for Mr. Walters. The 2-1 delivery is fouled off back over the first base side, and will draw the count even at 2-2. Walters working from the third base side of the rubber. He's got his sign, and he'll come set. 2-2 delivery blocked by Mr. Gonzalez, and a full count now to Nick Varda, leading off in the top of the second for the Rough Riders. A 0-0 ball game here in the early innings. 1 hit so far for the Rough Riders. The payoff pitch misses high and inside, and that will be a leadoff walk. And that will bring in the catcher, Braden Miracle. Braden Miracle steps into the right-handed batter's box. Righty-righty matchup. Throw over to first. Not in time, as Walters looking to catch Varda off base over there. First pitch, that one up high off the glove of Gonzalez, and that will advance Miracle or Varda over to second base. One-0 delivery. That one inside, gets Miracle scooting back for ball number 2. Dodge City A's took on the Hayes Larks last night. Victors in that one 3-2, as it was the RBI late in the 8th inning that gave the A's the lead. That pitch in for strike number 1. The 2-1 delivery swung on and missed. That evens the count at 2 apiece for the catcher Miracle. Few storms off to our north. You might see some of those clouds on the live stream, but a nice day at the ballpark here. Swung on and missed, and Miracle will go down on strikes, 1 away for the RoughRiders in the bottom of the 2nd. Runner in scoring position, and that will bring in Andrew LaPearl. LaPearl, the right-handed hitter. A 1-1 count to LaPearl. Varda dancing around out at 2nd. That pitch over the heart of the plate for strike number 2. 1-2 delivery for Walters. That pitch swung on and driven out into left field. Matthew Sandoval there to haul that one in right at the warning track, and that will send Varda back to 2nd, 2 away. So that will bring in Danny Barker. Barker, the left-handed hitter, takes a swing and a miss for strike number 1. The 0-1 delivery from Walters. He'll take a look back at 2nd. Swung on and missed, and that gets Barker down in the count 0-2. Barker is going to take a step up in the batter's box, working from the back part, an open stance. Barker, the first baseman for the RoughRiders. That pitch catches the inner part of the zone and will get Barker looking. He'll go down on strikes, and we are headed to the bottom of the 2nd. It will be Gamster, Gonzalez, and Tassler due up when we return. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Preston Gamster leading off the bottom of the second for your Dodge City A's. A 0-0 ball game. Just one hit recorded so far, that by the Colorado RoughRiders. Tucker will go to work. Gamster takes first pitch. He sees it's driven out into shallow center field, and McClellan there to haul that one in for out number one. One pitch, one out for the Dodge City A's. That brings in Rudy Gonzalez.
Next up for the A's, the catcher, number 7, Rudy Gonzalez.
Gonzalez will step into the right-handed batter's box. First pitch over the outer part, misses for ball number 1. Dodge City A's looking to improve to 3-3 on the season with a win tonight. And more importantly, move to 500 in the league season. Pitch called a strike, evens a count at 1 apiece to Gonzalez. Swing and a miss, and that gets Gonzalez down in the count 1-2. One away for the Dodge City A's. The A's playing the RoughRiders here tonight, and then again Saturday and Sunday night as that pitch is driven down the first base side and gets Coach Esteban ducking down, and will do the 1-2 over again. The 1-2 pitch from Tucker. Chopped, sent on a grounder to the third baseman. Not able to get it out of his glove in time, and infield single for Rudy Gonzalez. Well, Pearl had a glove on it, just not able to get it out of his glove and make the throw, and the A's will go with the courtesy runner. It will be number 5, Dawson Stutz, on the base paths, running for the catcher Gonzalez. That will bring in Peter Tassler. Tassler, the first baseman tonight for your Dodge City A's. Runner on first, one out. The first pitch to Tassler. Misses to the outside for ball number 1. Coach Esteban Cardoza working from the first base side. Coach DeVille working on the third base side. Pitch to Tassler, that one in, and Dawson Stutz will be caught stealing as the 2-4 throwdown is in time. That pitch misses to the inside and moves it to 3-1. The 3-1 delivery from Tucker misses down low, and that will put Tassler on at first. Brings in Brian Gardner. 2 away for the Dodge City A's after Stutz was caught stealing on the throw down to second. Gardner, as he steps in, he with that hunched up stance. First pitch catches the outer part of the zone for strike number 1. Oh, 1 the count to Gardner. Tucker looks back, kicks, fires, and that pitch misses inside and low for ball 1. Dodge City A's took on the Hayes Larks. They fell at Hayes. That pitch grounded to the shortstop. Throw to second to complete the force out on the fielder's choice, and that will end the inning. And we are headed to the top of the third. A scoreless game. You've been listening to Dodge City A's baseball.
Leading off for the Rough Riders, left fielder number 3, Ian Baldwin.
Ian Baldwin leading off the top of the third for the Colorado Rough Riders, and he takes a first pitch he sees for ball number 1. That pitch, this is high and inside, 2-0 the count now to Baldwin. 9 1 and 2 hole hitters due up for the Rough Riders here in the third. That pitch, again high and inside, a 3-0 count to Baldwin. Walters comes set. The delivery, that one right over the top part of the zone for strike number 1. 3-1 now to Baldwin. Peyton Walters now in his third inning of work in this one, 10th inning overall for the Dodge City A's. That pitch fouled back and directly over the press box, brings it to a full count. And that pitch, as it was fouled off, I guess you could say basically buzzed the tower of the press box. The payoff pitch from Walters. That pitch, again, fouled off and directly back over our heads. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming to Mr. Baldwin. One swung on and missed, and Walters will win that battle. Baldwin goes down swinging for out number 1, and that will turn the lineup over to Caleb McClellan. McClellan, in his first time up, flew out to the left fielder for out number 1 in the top of the first. So McClellan will step in to face Walters for the second time. The first pitch comes in and misses to the inside for ball number 1. One-0 delivery from Walters on the way. That one outside, brings the count to 2-0. Two-0 delivery. High for ball 3. So just like the leadoff hitter Baldwin, a 3-0 count to get started. 3-0 delivery. Misses high, and a walk with one away for the RoughRiders. That will move to Weston Miller. Miller a drop strike 3 his last time up. And I stand corrected. McClellan actually grounded out a 4-3 ground out in the top of the first. Miller will step in. The first pitch from Walters. McClellan takes off, and that pitch is fouled off, and he will go back to first. Oh, 1 the count to Miller, one away here in the top of the third. A scoreless ball game as the throw over to first, not in time. Oh, 1 delivery. That one high and inside. Evens a count at 1 apiece. That pitch misses for ball 2. Few clouds starting to move in closer to Dodge City. Miller steps out. That pitch grounded over the outstretched arms of Gardner at third, and that will put runners on first and second for the RoughRiders. That brings in Marcus Hamry. Hamry grounded into the fielder's choice, or no, rather, Hamry hit the single, the first hit of the ball game for the RoughRiders, and then was out on the fielder's choice in the next at bat. Hamry hammers that one out into right field, played off the hop, and that will load the bases for the RoughRiders with one away. That brings in Madison Lake. Lake grounded into the fielder's choice that ended the top of the first. Bases loaded with one out. Pitch swung on and missed for strike number 1. Throw to second, throw to first. In time. A double play that will end the inning. We're headed to the bottom of the third, a scoreless ball game. You've been listening to Dodge City A's baseball. The 9-1 and 2-hole hitters due up for your Dodge City A's here in the bottom of the third after a double play ended the inning for the RoughRiders with bases loaded. A swing and a miss. And that will get Sandoval down in the count 0-1. Tucker out for his now third inning of work. And the A's trying to draw first blood here. That pitch is fouled off. Gets Sandoval down in the count 0-2. Pitch misses up high, brings a count to 1-2 to Matthew Sandoval. Tucker looking in, shaking off a few signs, and he's got what he wants. He'll kick, fire the 1-2 delivery, misses outside, evens a count at 2 apiece. Two delivery for Sandoval. It's popped foul and out of play. We'll do the 2-2 over again. Matthew Sandoval, the only member on the A's this year to return from last year's team. Sandoval working from the back part of the batter's box. That pitch fouled off again, and we'll do the 2-2 over. Lights starting to come on at Cavalier as clouds starting to creep in closer. Tucker will take a step off. Sandoval in open stance for the 2-2 delivery. Tucker fires. That one misses high and outside. A full count now to Matthew Sandoval. The payoff pitch from Tucker. Misses high and outside. A walk. Leadoff runner aboard for your Dodge City A's, and that will turn the lineup over to Juan Rivera. Rivera grounded out, or rather flew out to left field his first time up. Juan Rivera playing in his 5th game of the season for the Dodge City A's. 14 plate appearances, averaging 400 on the season so far. The first pitch to Rivera misses high and outside for ball number 1. Other games around the league, the Denver Cougars in action tonight at the Hayes Larks. That game currently in progress. Sandoval will take off, and Miracle will not make the throw down to second. So I'm not sure if there was a miscue, but there will be a infield meeting as the second baseman Miller, catcher Miracle, and Tucker is going to have a conversation on the mound. So possibly a few miscues going on there, and those are the kinds of things that head coach Cardoza has talked about, is making sure that the A's are aggressive and taking advantage when those opportunities are given. So we'll go back to work. A 2-0 count to Rivera. That pitch misses as well. 3-0. Rivera again with those neon orangish pink cleats. It's hard to miss him out there on the field. The 3-0 pitch from Tucker. That pitch down low, a 4-pitch walk. Runners aboard first and second for your Dodge City A's. The A's looking to take advantage here after the RoughRiders left them loaded in the top of this frame. That will bring in Cooper Schneider. Schneider, a walk his last time up. Cooper Schneider playing in his 6th game of the season, 19 plate appearances for him. And a wild pitch will move the runners over to second and third. So both runners now in scoring position. Cooper Schneider batting .214 on the season so far. Schneider steps out and will step back in. Nobody out, runners in scoring position. Tucker comes set. 1-0 delivery. Popped foul and out of play to the first base side. Evens a count at 1 apiece to Schneider. One delivery. That one's popped foul and out of play back over the clubhouse used by the Dodge City Community College Conquistadors and also by the A's this summer. That will get Schneider down in the count, 1-2. Tucker fires. That one's driven down the first base side, but twisting foul and will fall right at the fence. Another foul ball, and we'll do the 1-2 over again. Schneider will step back in for the 1-2 delivery. Tucker looking in. Kicks, fires, that one delivered high, evens a count at 2 apiece. Two to the count. Tucker comes set. The delivery, left high, a full count now to Cooper Schneider. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming for Schneider. The payoff pitch. That one left high, bases loaded with nobody out here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. We're going to have a mound visit from head coach Adam Miller for the RoughRiders, and the entire infield will come in to take part in this meeting. While they are doing that mound visit, let's go ahead and thank some of our sponsors. Our Grand Slam sponsors, the City of Dodge City and Ford County, Community Foundation of Southwest Kansas, Curbs Law Office, Lewis Automotive Group, and McDonald's Cool Enterprises, LLC. Thank you for your sponsorship and support of Dodge City A's baseball. So the A's in the early part of the 2023 season, currently 2-3 overall, 1-2 to the Denver Cougars in the series opener. Then split non-league action, falling 11-4 at Hayes on Wednesday, and taking a 3-2 thriller here at Cavalier Field last night. If you want to see a good game, go back and look at that one. It was a great one. So we will go back to work. Alex Gallion steps in and takes the first pitch he sees and fouls it off for strike number 1. Alex Gallion, playing in his 4th game of the season for the Dodge City A's, has made 12 plate appearances, batting .417 here in this early part of the season. He actually leads the team in batting average in that aspect. That pitch, this is high, evens a count at 1 apiece. Nobody out with bases loaded, and the A's looking to draw first blood here. The 1-1 delivery from Tucker. That one's driven out into center field. It'll not be played off the hop. It bounces and heads out into shallow center field. 1 run scores, 2 runs score. The A's with a 2-run lead. The RBI single from Mr. Gallion, and he picks up where he left off last night with the hot stick on the team. 2 runs have scored. Runners on the corners for the Dodge City A's. That will bring in Jordan Black. Black. A strike called as Gallion heads down to second. That will put both runners in scoring position for the Dodge City A's. Jordan Black making his 5th game of the season. Takes that one for strike number 2. 15 plate appearances, batting .273. Black down in the count, 0-2. The Dodge City A's 2 runs on 2 hits. Swung on and missed, and Black will go back to the dugout, out number 1. That will bring in Preston Gamster. Gamster in his 5th game of the season made 15 plate appearances, batting .200 so far. Gamster coming to Dodge City by way of Paris Junior College. And he will take that hunched up batting stance as well. Takes the first pitch he sees and fouls it off for strike number 1. Preston Gamster flew out into center field his last time up. The 0-1 delivery from Tucker. Pitch swung on and missed, and Gamster down in the count, 0-2. One away. The 0-2 delivery from Tucker. Swung on, it goes down the third base side and just falls foul. We'll do the 0-2 over again. More importantly, Gamster stays alive. Keeps the A's going here. Tucker looking in. Currently nobody in either bullpen. That pitch bounces in the opposite batter's box for ball number 1. Throw down to first, or rather third, that is. Trying to catch Snyder too far off, but not able to do it. 1-2 the count now to Gamster. Tucker's got his sign and comes set. Kicks and fires that pitch outside. Evens a count at 2 apiece. Tucker shaking off some signs, not liking what the catcher Miracle's calling, but he's got it now. He'll kick and fire. That pitch is driven out into left center field. It is hauled in by McClellan, and a sacrifice fly that will score 1. The A's a 3-0 lead here in the bottom of the 3rd. Gallion also tags up and moves to 3rd. 2 away.
Now, play number 7, Rudy Gonzalez.
So that will bring in Rudy Gonzalez. Gonzalez making his 4th appearance this season. 11 plate appearances, batting .111. First pitch into him for ball number 1. Gonzalez, a single his last time up, and that pitch will come in and hit him, and that will put runners aboard at first and second. Or rather, runners on the corners. And the Dodge City A's will put, actually they will not, they will leave Gonzalez on the base pass. Peter Tassler at bat now for the Dodge City A's with 2 away. Runners on the corners. He first pitch to Tassler. Comes in and misses outside for ball number 1. Peter Tassler playing in his 4th game, 11 plate appearances, batting 200. The 1-0 delivery to Tassler. Gonzalez dancing around at first. That pitch right over the plate for, must have been low for ball number 2. That pitch high and inside gets Tassler scooting back. A 3-0 count now to the freshman from Dodge City Community College. A 3-0 delivery from Tucker. That one misses low, and bases loaded once again for the Dodge City A's. This time with 2 outs. And the 9th batter to come to the plate for the Dodge City A's, Brian Gardner. Gardner hit into a fielder's choice his last time up. Brian Gardner, his 5th game of the season, 13 plate appearances, batting 182. Bases loaded. The first pitch to Gardner catches the upper half of the zone for strike number 1. 0-1 delivery, swung on and missed, and that will get Gardner down in the count, 0-2. Work beginning down in the bullpen for the RoughRiders. That pitch grounded to second. They will go to second base for the force out, and that will end the inning. The A's score 3 as they take a 3-0 lead. They bat around, and we're headed to the top of the 4th. You've been listening to Dodge City A's baseball.
All right, fans, make sure you visit the concession stand. We've got lots of good food down there. You'll see my friend Jason Barnett down at the beer cart. He's got a little beverages for you. And please visit the apparel bar. They've got all the shirts and t-shirts that you want from all your A's apparel.
See where that red dot is on that? Over there? Not so close to that. No. That was cool. Yes. Correct.
Nick Varda leading off for the RoughRiders in the top of the 4th. He'll take a swing and a miss for strike number 1. That pitch inside and grazes the arm of Varda. Runner aboard for the Rough Riders. That will bring in Braden Miracle, the catcher for the Rough Riders. Walters out for his fourth inning of work for the Dodge City A's. First pitch to Miracle, high and inside for ball number 1. The Rough Riders scoreless here through 3 frames, have 3 hits, no errors, and have stranded 3 so far. 1-0 delivery. In and plunks Miracle on the helmet. Back-to-back hit by pitches, and that will put runners at first and second for the Rough Riders. The Rough Riders will elect to put a courtesy runner on for Miracle. And that will be Cannon Frost running for the Rough Riders. So that will bring in Andrew LaPearl. LaPearl flew out to left field his last time up. Rough Riders working to make their second trip through the batting order. That pitch low for ball number 1. Walters with 47 pitches so far this game, 26 for strikes. The 1-0 delivery. That one to the outer edge, but missing. 2-0, the count to LaPearl. Dodge City A's twice in the bottom of the third had bases loaded. That pitch popped up and it's headed out into right center field, called for by Schneider, and it will be hauled in. And they try to throw out Varda at third. Not able to do it. Runners advance to second and third on that sacrifice fly. So that will bring in Danny Barker. Barker, the lefty in this lineup. One away with runners in scoring position for the Rough Riders. First pitch to Barker. Driven down the first base side and bobbled, but they will step on the bag by Tassler. That will score 1, an RBI ground out for Barker. That will bring in Ian Baldwin. Baldwin, the 9-hole hitter, and runner at third for the Rough Riders. That pitch misses to the outside for ball number 1. A 3-1 ball game in favor of your Dodge City A's here tonight. That pitch catching the upper part of the zone, evens the count at 1 apiece. Peyton Walters making his second appearance, second start for the Dodge City A's. Went a complete game right here at Cavalier Field on Sunday afternoon in the first game of a doubleheader. That pitch driven out to left field and called for by Sandoval. Out number 3, the Rough Riders strand 1 but score 1. We're headed to the bottom of the 4th. It will be Sandoval, Rivera, and Schneider due up when we return. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball.
That's all the pitch count is good. 69.
Matthew Sandoval leads off the bottom of the fourth for your Dodge City A's. Sandoval playing in his second game. Takes that pitch and pops it up over the third base side, and it is called for by LaPearl. 1 pitch, 1 out. And that will turn the lineup over for the Dodge City A's. Before we get too far, Matthew Sandoval pitched in last night's game but did not make a batting appearance. So that turns the lineup over to Juan Rivera. Takes the first pitch he sees for ball number 1. Juan Rivera, 4 singles on 4 hits so far this season, 1 RBI, and has scored 3 runs. That pitch catches the outer part of the zone for strike number 1. Evens the count at 1 apiece to Rivera, 1 away. The A's lead this one 3-1. A high curve ball that didn't curve in. 2-1. Tucker with 73 pitches so far in this ball game, 38 for strikes. That pitch gets a count to 2-2. That one misses outside, and a full count now to Juan Rivera. Rivera will stay alive on that one and will do the payoff over again. Pitch misses inside. Runner aboard for the Dodge City A's, and that will bring in Cooper Schneider. Schneider, 2 walks so far in this game. Rivera with the healthy lead off of first. He dances around and will retreat back. He thought about going and then quickly retreated back. And we will resume play. The pitch, a wild one outside that will actually now move Rivera to second. 1-0 the count to Schneider. And there again, the A's taking opportunities where they're given, something that head coach Cardoza has talked about. Rivera takes off, the throw down to third, and Rivera just able to keep a foot on the bag as he almost overslid, and we will go back to work with a 2-0 count to Cooper Schneider. So there it is, taking advantage of opportunities, and actually a 1-1 count rather. That pitch fouled off, makes it 2-1. Or 1-2, sorry, 1-2. One, two, the count. That pitch fouled off. Schneider stays alive with the runner in scoring position. One and two, the count to Schneider. pitch taken and driven foul over the first base side. We'll do the 1-2 over again.
Caden, 1-2.
That pitch, a line drive right back at the shortstop. Throw to first to complete the out, and 2 away for the A's. Rivera held up at first, and that will bring in Alex Gallion. Gallion with 5 hits on the season, 4 singles and a double. The first pitch that Gallion will see, high and inside for ball number 1. Alex Gallion struck out and hit a single so far in this game. Pitch grounded towards the shortstop, fielded. The throw to first in time. He's able to keep his foot on the bag, and out number 3. That will end the inning. A 3-1 ball game as we head to the top of the 5th. You've been listening to Dodge City A's baseball. Peyton Walters out for his now 5th inning of work in this one. After he went a season-high complete game, 7 innings on Sunday afternoon, and he will face the 1, 2, and 3 hole hitters for the RoughRiders. McClellan leading off. He's 0 for 1, a ground out and a walk in this game. That pitch grounded right back at the first baseman Tassler, and he's not able to get to it. A leadoff single. That will bring in Weston Miller. Miller 1 for 2, a drop third strike and a single for him. Miller shows bunt, lays it down. The fielded by the catcher, throw to first is wide. A great backup by Alex Gallion to keep runners at first and second. So with runners on first and second, nobody out, that brings in Marcus Hamry. Hamry a single in this ball game. Pitch fouled off for strike number 1. The 0-1 delivery from Walters. Runners on first and second. Walters looks back. The 0-1 delivery. That one's driven foul to the third base side. Gets Hamry down in the count, 0-2. Walters with 57 pitches through 4 innings. 34 of those 4 strikes. The 0-2 delivery is Hamry steps back in. Walters comes set, delivers. That one's outside for ball 1. Moves the count to 1-2. Pitch low and inside, evens the count at 2 apiece to Hamry. Work down in the bullpen for the RoughRiders. The 2-2 delivery from Walters. That one's grounded to Gardner at third, and he just gets a glove on it to keep it on the infield. Runners now bases loaded for the RoughRiders with nobody out. Gardner just gets a glove on that one and knocks it out of play. And we're going to have an infield visit from head coach Cardoza. Take this opportunity during this mound visit. We'll thank our home run sponsors, Conant Construction LLC, Dodge City Kenworth, Duke Energy, I Don't Care Family Restaurant and Sports Bar, Jimmy John's, Parker Haskins Insurance Incorporated, Rabine Brothers Law Firm, Service Master, Tommy's Express Car Wash, Will Fisher Distributing, and Walmart. We thank you for your sponsorship and support of Dodge City A's baseball. That mound visit is over, and Walters will stay out there. There is nobody in the bullpen currently for the Dodge City A's. And we will go back to work. Bases loaded, nobody out. Top of the 5th for the RoughRiders. First pitch, a fly ball that will be played on the long hop out in right field, a single.
All right, man, this is the last call for 50-50. Give us one of the A's players pretty quick if you would.
And the RoughRiders score 1. Still nobody out and bases loaded. That will bring in Nick Varda. First pitch to Varda misses for ball number 1. Pitch swung on and missed. Evens the count at 1-1 to Varda. A few storms starting to approach from the west and north. Nothing pressing yet. That pitch misses inside. He moves the count to 2-1. Bases loaded, nobody out. The 2-1 delivery from Walters. That one high and inside, moves it to 3-1. If you're just joining in, the A's and RoughRiders, 2 scoreless innings. The A's broke it open in the bottom of the 3rd with 3 runs. RoughRiders have answered back with a run in the 4th and the 5th. A full count now to Nick Varda. The payoff pitch from Walters as he comes set. That pitch popped foul over the first base side, and we'll do it over again. The payoff pitch again from Walters. High and inside, and that will walk a run in. We have a tie ball game. Nobody out with bases still loaded for the RoughRiders. That will bring in the catcher, Braden Miracle. So the A's scored 3 in the bottom of this third, and the RoughRiders have answered back, 1 in the fourth and now 2 here in the top of the fifth. A 3-3 ball game. 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors for the RoughRiders as Miracle will swing and miss for strike number 1. 3 runs, 2 hits, 1 error for your Dodge City A's. They have stranded 6. That pitch up high evens a count at 1 apiece. Pitch misses outside. The 1-2 delivery. That one high and inside now evens a count at 2. Pitch fouled straight back, and Miracle working to stay alive. Nobody out with bases loaded. 2 runs have already scored here in the top of the fifth. Two delivery from Walters. Pitch bounces low, a full count again. Payoff pitch. Walters comes set, kicks, delivers, and that one's missing outside. Another run in, and the RoughRiders have taken a 4-3 lead. RoughRiders will put Frost on to run for the catcher Miracle, and that will bring in Andrew LaPearl. LaPearl 0 for 1, a sac fly his last time up. That pitch in for strike number 1. Nobody out. 3 runs have scored in this inning. Pitch fouled off, and that will get LaPearl down in the count 0-2. Nobody out with bases still loaded. The pitch missing a little low for ball number 1. Called ball just above the knees. That pitch fouled off, and LaPearl trying to stay alive and add to their lead now. Some lightning up in the clouds off to our north. That pitch misses inside and evens a count at 2 apiece. Pitch. This is to the outside. A full count to LaPearl. Payoff pitch from Walters. Hit right back. Walters wears that one off of his back leg, and one run will score, and base is still loaded for the RoughRiders. Coach Cardoza is going to go out and check on Walters, make sure after he wore that one off of his leg, and it appears that Walters is going to exit the ball game. And on a short warm-up, the A's are going to go to the bullpen. We'll tell you about it when we return. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. We will go back to work. Caden Blair taking over the mound for your Dodge City A's. Blair
At the plate, number 19, Danny Barker.
making his second appearance, the first out of the bullpen for your Dodge City A's, a 2-inning outing. His last time up. 6 hits, 5 runs, a 9.000 ERA, and Danny Barker at the plate takes the first pitch he sees for ball number 1. That one, a half-hearted swing, and that will even the count at 1 apiece. Nobody out. Bases loaded. 4 runs have scored here in the top of the 5th. Pitch, grounded to first. And they will go with the out there. That will score another run. 6-3 ball game in favor of the Rough Riders.
Now up for the Rough Riders, number 3.
A 3U that gets Barker out. Bases or runners at first, second, and third now. The first pitch to Baldwin. That pitch in and misses. Baldwin, the 9th batter for the Rough Riders in this game. 1-1 count to Baldwin. You righty Blair on the mound for your A's. That pitch driven out into shallow center field. The throw home will be cut off. Runners on the corners. And a 7-3 ball game. 6 runs here in the top of the 5th for the Rough Riders as they have batted around, and the man that let it off
Now the plate, the leadoff, center fielder number 2, Caleb McClellan.
runners on the corners with 1 out. The Liberal BJs at Gehring tonight. That game just getting underway. Pitch fouled off and will even the count at 1 apiece to McClellan. McClellan led off. He walked on to lead off this inning. Actually, I stand corrected. A single led off the inning to McClellan, and he is hit by pitch. That will bring the bases loaded again for the Rough Riders.
Now up number 1, Weston Miller.
That will bring in Weston Miller. Miller bunted to lead off this, or as the second hitter this inning, takes the first pitch he sees for ball number 1. That pitch fouled off over the first base side, and that will even the count at 1 apiece to Miller. The A's trailing 7-3 after the Rough Riders have plated 6 here in the top of the 5th. Pitch fouled off, gets Miller down in the count 1-2. Blair looking in. He's got his sign and come set. 1-2 delivery. That one's driven foul as well. 3 straight foul balls for Miller. That pitch just misses off the outer edge for ball number 2. Coach Esteban having a few words with home plate umpire. Not really happy with the strike zone that has been, dare I say, non-existent tonight. But Head coach Cardoza has been ejected from this game after arguing what is definitely a odd strike zone. That pitch, a lazy fly ball out into center field. Runners tagging up. The throw home in time. He's called safe by home plate umpire, and the inning that will not end, the inning that does not end will continue as things just not going right for the Dodge City A's here in the top of the fifth. Runners on the corners for the RoughRiders. And a strike call. And home plate umpire going over to have a conversation with Coach DeVille. 7 runs have scored here in the top of the fifth, and like I said, things have not gone by way of the Dodge City A's in this game. Runner takes off, throw down to second, not in time, the throw back to first, and Gonzalez just not able to hold on as that play bobbled. 8 runs have now scored. And I believe a 1-1 count to Hamry. One, two. That pitch misses outside. 2-2 the count to Hamry. 9-3 in favor of the RoughRiders in this game. 2-2 the count to Hamry. 2 away. 8 runs scored in the fifth. That pitch catches the outer part of the zone, and mercifully that inning will end. As Hamry goes down looking, we are headed to the bottom of the fifth. It will be Black, Gamster, and Gonzalez due up when we return. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Well, fans, I don't know what to say about that inning, but it was like the inning that does not end. This is the inning that does not. Oh, no, I'm not going to sing to you, I promise. But that's the way the top of the fifth felt, as things just did not go right for the Dodge City A's, as Coach Esteban Cardoza was ejected after arguing balls and strikes, and 8 runs score for the RoughRiders, for them a 9-3 lead as we head into the bottom of the fifth, and a new pitcher on the mound for the RoughRiders. It is Chris Levensteins on the mound now for the RoughRiders. Jordan Black leads off for your Dodge City A's in the bottom of the fifth, and the A's have some work to do to try to get back into this ball game. Levenstein's the righty on the mound, working from the third base side. Black 0 for 2 in this ball game, a strikeout looking and swinging. First pitch he sees popped up and foul for strike number 1. Levensteins delivers. That pitch is hit out into left field. It's over the left fielder's head, and it will be played off the wall. An extra base hit for Black. He is given the stop sign about 10 feet off of the second base side. Leadoff runner aboard for your Dodge City A's. Wind blowing in here at Cavalier Field now. We started this game calm, but storms approaching. Winds have turned, and a cooler day on tap tomorrow. So that will bring in Preston Gamster. Gamster 0 for 1, hit in the sac fly the last time up. He'll swing and miss for strike number 1. Dodge City A's down 9-3 in the bottom of the fifth. Swing and a miss, and that gets Gamster down in the count 0-2. The 0-2 delivery from Levensteins. That pitch is hit out towards right field, twisting and going into foul territory. Caught by the first baseman Barker for out number 1. That will bring in Rudy Gonzalez. Gonzalez 1 for 1. Hit by pitch his last time up. Black getting a lead off of second. The first pitch into Gonzalez, high for ball 1. One and 0. That pitch swung on and missed, and that will even the count at 1 apiece to Gonzalez. Yeah, he's started the scoring in this game, 3 in the bottom of the third, and then it was all RoughRiders from there, scoring 8 in the top of the fifth. That pitch misses, moves the count to 2-1 for Rudy Gonzalez, the catcher tonight for your Dodge City A's. Black dancing around out at second. That ball misses. A 3-1 count for Gonzalez. Rudy Gonzalez has driven in one and scored one run of his own. That pitch fouled off, and it is a full count now to Gonzalez. So we will see a payoff pitch from Levensteins. He takes a walk off the mound. I'm not sure. He's taken a long walk around the mound. Not sure if that was a purpose. That was weird. We'll go back to work. The payoff pitch. Levensteins looks back at second. The pitch. It is popped up the elevator shaft, and over here, not able to hold on to it, is the third baseman LaPearl, and Gonzalez will stay alive. That pitch popped up and fielded just in front of the third base dugout, but LaPearl not able to keep it in his glove. Gives second life to Gonzalez. We'll do the payoff pitch over again. Runner aboard for the A's, one out. That pitch misses high, and that will put runners aboard at first and second for the A's. That'll bring in Peter Tassler. Tassler has walked on both times he's been on base. And no official at bat for Tassler here tonight. Yes, there is some lightning that the live stream is probably picking up. It is well off to our north. The great part of being out here on the plains, as you can see, for many miles. That pitch in for a ball, and they will catch Jordan Black stealing out number 2 for the A's. I believe that was a ball. 2 away as Black is caught stealing. The 1-0 delivery to Tassler. That pitch fouled off and over the clubhouse for strike number 1. 1-1 with 2 away. Levenstein's shaking off some signs. He's got what he wants. He'll come set. The 1-1 delivery. Gonzalez takes off. Tassler drives that one into shallow right center field. Gonzalez rounding second. He will be in safe at third. Runners on the corners for your A's. Gonzalez goes first to third, and that will bring in Brian Gardner. He is 0 for 2. Fielder's choices both times he's been at the plate. First pitch to Gardner. Gardner in that hunched up stance. Takes first pitch. He sees over the outer edge for strike 1. Pitch, a rocket over towards the first base dugout, goes foul, gets Gardner down in the count 0-2. Count for Levensteins as he comes set. Gardner swings and fouls that one. And the catcher, Miracle, throws his mask down. That might have gotten a piece of his hand. We'll do the 0-2 over again. And We're going to resume play. Oh, 2 count to Gardner. Levenstein's the set. Kicks, fires. That one swung on and missed. That will end the inning for the Dodge City A's, as Miracle has some words for home plate umpire Jay Trosper, and we're headed to the top of the 6th. You've been listening to Dodge City A's baseball.
We have a winner for the 1 month free car wash. That is 21. Dre. Give her a hand. I don't think that was necessary.
This is one of those games I want to bury in the archives.
Yeah, already. Unless our basket picked it up.
The way we're swinging right now, that ain't going to happen.
Takes awful at bats right now.
Getting off for the Rough Riders, number 23, Madison Lake.
Madison Lake leads off the top of the 6th for the Rough Riders. A swing and a miss as he goes down in the count 0-1. Another swing and a miss, and Caden Blair out on the mound doing what he needs to do right now to get Lake down in the count. The 0-2 delivery. Blair kicks and fires. That one just misses on the inner edge for ball number 1. Blair fires and goes outside with that one, evens the count at 2 apiece. Full count now to Lake. That pitch driven out into center field, a leadoff runner aboard. That will bring in Nick Varda. Varda 0 for 0 unofficially, as he has walked or been hit by pitch. Blair looking in. Has his signs and comes set. The first pitch to Varda. And a swing and a miss for strike number 1. Oh, 1 delivery. That one comes to the inside, evens the count at 1 apiece. Pitch catches the zone. Gets verted down in the count. 1-2. Varda will go down looking as that one paints the outer edge, and one away for the Rough Riders. That will bring in the catcher, Braden Miracle, who quite frankly should have been tossed at the end of the last inning after he looked back at Jay Trosper and had words for him. Miracle steps in. The first pitch is popped up. It's on the infield. Called for now by Gamster, and he just cannot haul it in. So Miracle will stay alive with a foul ball. 0-1 the count. Blair set the 0-1 delivery. Misses to the outside, evens a count at 1 apiece. That pitch comes in and gets Miracle twisting. 2-1 now. Miracle takes that one. It's driven out towards left field. Gardner hauling that one in on a shoestring catch, and 2 away.
Now batting, Andrew LaPerle.
LaPearl steps in and he takes the first pitch he sees for ball number 1. He's 1 for 2 on the evening. Throw over to first, not in time. The A's trailing this game 9-3 after the Rough Riders played at 8 in the top of the 5th inning. Pitch just missing on the outside edge, brings the count to 2-0. I stand corrected. That is a 1-1 count. Now 2-1. The strike motion of home plate umpire sometimes hard to pick up on as it is delayed at times. That pitch fouled off, moves the count to 2-2. Two delivery. That pitch misses inside. A full count to LaPearl. Runner on, 2 out. The payoff pitch to LaPearl. Runner goes. That pitch gets LaPearl looking, and he will go down on strikes, and that one will end this inning. The A's head to the bottom of the 6th. It will be Sandoval, Rivera, and Schneider due up when we return. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Leading off the bottom of the 6th inning is Matthew Sandoval for your Dodge City A's. Sandoval out to face Levenstein's. Sandoval 0 for 1, a walk and a flyout so far in this game. At pitch, a infield fly that will be fielded by the shortstop Varda. Taking a few steps to his right, out number 1.
Now to play, center fielder number 1, Juan Rivera.
That will bring in Juan Rivera as the A's turn the lineup over again. Rivera 0 for 1, has walked the last 2 times he's been at the plate. First pitch, Rivera shows bunt, takes it for ball number 1. The 1-0 delivery from Levenstein's. That pitch, missing, or actually called strike, evens a count at 1 apiece. Pitch misses low, brings a count to 2-1 for Sandoval. Pitch misses high, 3-1. The A's looking to claw back into this one, trying to move to 3-3 on the season. Unsure of the record for the RoughRiders, as their information does not exist online. That pitch fouled off, and we'll do the payoff here now. A full count. To Matthew Sandoval. That is Juan Rivera. Juan Rivera at bat. 3-2. The payoff, driven towards the left field line, but twisting foul. We'll do the payoff over again. There is a pitcher in the bullpen for the RoughRiders. Pitch misses high, and that will put Juan Rivera on via the walk. Brings in Cooper Schneider. He is 0 for 1 in this ball game. Grounded out his last time up.
Cooper Schneider.
Phillips, I believe, is in the bullpen for the RoughRiders. Rivera getting a lead. That pitch misses high, just over the head of Schneider for ball number 1. 27 pitches so far for Levenstein. Shakes one off. Comes set. Throw over to first to check on Rivera, not in time. And it's going to be hard to catch Rivera off pace on the base paths. Rivera is speedy. He'll take off. And Miracle bobbles that one as he can't get it out of his glove. A stolen base for Rivera and a 1-1 count to Cooper Schneider. One the count. Rivera dancing around out at second. Schneider shows bunt, pulls it back, takes it for ball number 2. 2-1 for Rivera. The 2-1 delivery. Rivera, a throw to third and a error on the pitcher Levenstein's. One run will score for your Dodge City A's as Rivera forces the throwing error by the pitcher.
Nice throw, Steiner.
The A's trailing 9-4, a 2-1 count to Cooper Schneider. Schneider shows bunt again and pulls back, 3-1. That pitch driven out into left field. It'll be played off the hop. Schneider aboard for the Dodge City A's. One away, 1 run scored on the throwing error by the pitcher Levensteins.
Now batting, number 10, Alex Gallion.
That will bring in Alex Gallion. Gallion 1 for 3 in this ball game. Grounded out his last time up. And a throwing error from the bullpen. The ball gets all the way down to the backstop behind the batter. So we will go back to work after that ball is thrown back towards the RoughRiders bullpen. Schneider dancing around out at first. Gallion takes that pitch and fouls it off for strike number 1. You're just joining in. The A's scored 3 in the bottom of the 3rd, answered by the RoughRiders with 1 in the 4th and 8 in the 5th. Now answered back by your Dodge City A's in the bottom of the 6th with 1 run. 1 away and a 0-2 count now to Alex Gallion. 1 runner on at first. That is Cooper Schneider after he just hit the fly single to left field. 0-2 delivery to Gallion. That pitch high and inside for ball number 1. One and 2 the count. Steen steps off, looks back in, has a sign and comes set. Schneider takes off. That pitch driven out to right field. It's going to fall foul. That pitch falls foul by just a few feet. And if it's fair, that might have scored Schneider. Schneider was off before the pitch, and at most it would have been at least a stolen base. It's fouled off, and we'll go back to work. Miracle and Levenstein's having a conversation out on the mound as we are here in the bottom of the 6th with 1 away. A 1-2 count. A's trailing 9-4. 9 runs, 9 hits, 1 error for the RoughRiders. 4 runs, 5 hits, and an error for the A's. Schneider dancing around again. Gallion ahead of that one. He tried to ambush it. Fouls it off to the third base side and will go again. Alex Gallion, 4 foul balls in this at bat in a 1-2 count. That pitch, it's headed out towards right field again. It's going to twist and it will fall foul out of play. That is now the 5th foul ball for Alex Gallion, and wind playing a factor in that one. The wind's actually blowing in from the north-northeast at this point. Wind has picked up considerably from where we started this ball game. Schneider dancing around. Gallion will send that one. It's a lazy fly ball that goes fielded by the second baseman Miller, and it will double off Schneider as a base running blunder by Schneider, and that will end the inning. The A's trail 9-4 as we're headed to the top of the 7th. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Due to thunderstorm activity in the area, this game has been called. We will not enter the top of the 7th. It will be an official game. The A's fall to 9-4, or fall 9-4 in this ball game, and will fall to 2-4 overall on this season, as this one a thunderstorm shortened game for the Dodge City A's. We'll be back in action tomorrow night. Another 9-inning game against the Colorado RoughRiders. First pitch set for 7 p.m. I am Justin Hurd alongside for the call, saying so long and good night from Cavalier Field. A's fall 9-4. See you back here tomorrow night.